got word they wouldn't be here, but maybe somebody did. The Texas Association of Legal Professionals or the Court Observance Week, are they both, is somebody here for them? Well, we'll save it for when they can come. Okay.
Greg is going to help you on
Mr. Smith then is going to help us on the construction. He'll come down and help me with that. While he's coming down, I want to put a plug in for the council. We've learned from our honorable chairman, Todd Hunter, that in politics you take credit for everything that's good, right? Well, when this council took office, the lake in Corpus Christi was about 35 or 40%, and today it's 100%. So thank you, council, for all of your work. Okay, for the NCCER Careers in Construction Month. Who are those folks right here on the front? Come on down. We're glad you're here.
Where do you want us to stand?
Just right here. And Mr. Smith is going to help with the proclamation.
Well, like the mayor was talking about the lake, the first thing y'all have to do is practice your rain dance, because that's what we do when we go back in the back. It didn't come from nothing. But anyway, this is a great honor for me because my son is in the construction industry. I've been in the construction industry. It's a great experience. The wages are very good for coming up. Hard work, dedication, and drug-free surely pays off, not necessarily in that order. But the Craft Training Center of the Coastal Bend is a nonprofit organization founded in 1987 to meet the shared manpower needs of the community, business, and industry by providing an education in the crafts for the construction industry. The CTCCB is a national center for construction education and research training program commissioned by local industry to develop craft professionals who are drug-free, experienced, and capable of work under the highest professional standards. It is supported by local man-hour contributions from contractors and plant owners. The CTCCB offers national craft training programs for adults, high school, middle school, and elementary schools in order to develop craft professionals to meet the workforce needs in our area. And this is really a joint contribution. It is the industry, it is the city of Corpus Christi, it is Del Mar College coming together to provide our future leaders and crafts. And thank you.
So therefore, pursuant to the powers vested in me as the mayor of the city of Corpus Christi, I do hereby proclaim October 2018 NCCER Careers in Construction Month in Corpus Christi and urge all citizens to recognize the initiatives and accomplishments of the Craft Training Center of the Coastal Bend in developing a drug-free, educated, skilled craftsman. And we commend you on that very much. And I want to give you a lot of praise. And when I go talk to young people, I said, you know, when you go out on your job, you may have made 100 on your algebra test, you may have made 100 on your geometry test, you may have made 100 on your physics test, but if you don't pass that drug test, you're not going to get a job. And so we need to get that word out to young people that, and if you don't think bad decisions early don't catch up with you, they do. And so we want to train them, and we want them to be on the job. I'd hate to go to a doctor that had a problem with issues like that. So we want to commend you for your work and industry for supporting you, and have you make a couple of comments.
With your permission, Mayor McComb, I want them to introduce themselves. These are our top students. We call them top dogs.
I'm Andrew Sanchez from Ray High School, currently welding at Craft Training Center and looking to continue my career at Texas A&M University.
I'm Amber Van Dyne. I go to Roy Miller High School. This is my second year welding, and I'm planning to go to LeTourneau University to further my career in welding engineering.
My name is Jonathan Barrera. I go to London High School, and I'm currently in instrumentation. And I did electrical last year, and I plan to go with MMR after.
We do have one of our board members, Scott Lewis. He's on our board with MMR. Kathy Burnett is with ABC President. Alan Law is Director of Education. Real briefly, we're here to help as much as we can. We want to build capacity in our city. Our city is probably one of the best cities in the whole world. And we have a lot of industry. We have a lot of natural resources. We need the human resources to develop those resources. Here's our future. And by the way, Amber is the valedictorian at Miller High School, and will be majoring in welding engineering. But you don't understand, she's one of the top welders in the state of Texas right now, pipe welder.
Wow, all right. Well, let's stand up. Let's see, can you? Okay, all right, we'll get up and get a picture of the, yeah. Yeah, we need, yeah, they don't recognize you without your hat.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Smiling, everyone.
Eyes are open. All right, so we're going to ease her over.
And I want to thank you, you outside. Thank you so much for doing this for us. Shake hands, turn around, shake hands.
I'm so proud of you. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Good luck to you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you for what you do. I'm so proud of you. Keep up the good work, okay?
That's awesome.
I'll sit here so I don't have to get up and go back and forth.
Put on the jacket. He's the director.
All right. All right, this next is a certificate of commendation, a recognition of an individual that contributed a lot to this community. And I had the privilege, if Dr. Leo Carrillo's family or anyone associated with this proclamation, come on down. Yeah, come on down. I was taught out at the university. Yeah, family, friends. How are you? Well, I had the privilege of taking a course under Dr. Carrillo. When I came back out of my college, I took Spanish when I was in high school, and I could do pretty well in the classes, but I never did perfect it because I didn't have anybody to talk to all the time, and you got to practice before you can, get it personalized. So I took this class, and I did pretty well in the class, but again, I'd get busy and I wouldn't practice, and he was just a great guy, and he was a lot of fun. And I always, the two things I remembered about him, he always had a happy face. I mean, he just always had a happy face. He just had that countenance about him, and he was a lot of fun, and we learned a lot in the class. But Dr. Leo Carrillo, oh, there you go. Dr. Leo Carrillo was born in Benavides, Texas, November 21st, 1944, the youngest of 5 siblings. He graduated from Roy Miller High School and attended Del Mar College. Dr. Carrillo graduated in 1973 from St. Louis University in St. Louis, Missouri, where he received a bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degree. He returned to Corpus Christi to teach at Texas A&M University Corpus Christi for his entire career until retirement. He was an advocate for his community and his history, and was an early proponent of the teaching of Mexican-American studies and sharing Hispanic culture. He joined the faculty of then Corpus Christi State University and remained on Corpus Christi campus for 3 decades. Dr. Carrillo was named Professor Emeritus of Mexican-American Studies after his retirement in 2003. In the early years of the university, Dr. Carrillo helped develop programs and policies and became known as a student-oriented faculty member. He cared about the success and was eager to share his rich cultural heritage through music and teaching. Dr. Carrillo's immeasurable contributions to the campus and to the community include the founding of the Antonio E. Garcia Arts and Education Center and the establishment of the Estudiantia, a costume singing group that brought recognition to the university for decades. Did you ever dance in that group, that costume group? Oh, you listened to them, okay. Dr. Carrillo was a true Renaissance man who will be remembered as a scholar, a singer, a teacher, a friend, and a guardian of Mexican-American history in our region. And so it's with great pleasure that we present the family with this certificate of commendation. And I want to thank you for sharing him with the community, and the impact he had will carry on for a long time. I remember we all had cassette tapes we had to do our homework on, and he called them Barrio Spanish. Am I not right? Isn't that what yeah, that was, and I think there was about 6 different cassette tapes. That was part of our homework. We had to go listen to that, and then we talked about, and I did pretty good in the class, but I didn't have anybody to talk to afterwards. But anyway, so thank you very much. Let's stand here with the group, and if you've got something you'd like to say.
I do have something.
And you are?
I am James Carrillo, Dr. Carrillo's nephew.
All right.
I am greatly honored to posthumously receive this commendation for Dr. Leonardo Carrillo because I truly love that man. Dr. Carrillo was proud that he lived in Corpus Christi and that he taught at Texas A&M University. Leo touched the lives of many in this city, and I would suppose that someone in this very chamber either sat in his classroom or tapped their toes to his music, maybe both. In the 1950s, you could catch Leo as a teenager riding his bike up Morgan Street to St. Joseph's Catholic Church to serve as an altar boy. Later, he would pursue his doctorate's degree from the University of St. Louis in Missouri, but to our benefit, Dr. Carrillo would return to his beloved South Texas. Although he was born in Benavides, Texas, Corpus Christi was his home for most of his life. Leo's love for academia and his community drove him to accomplish many things that we love and remember him to this very day. The Canto al Pueblo week-long festival, Temple Park development on Sarita Street, and of course the Antonio Garcia Center on Agnes. While still being part of a solid foundation teaching staff in what was then a new 4-year university to become what TAMU-CC has become today. Leo had stood in front of city council mayors from Luther Jones to Betty Turner, Mary Rhodes, Henry Garrett to Nelda Martinez, while working at Nurturing the University Spanish Department. But it was Dr. Carrillo's love of music, starting with the Abbey Singers and their spiritual sounds and his traveling estudiantinas that made you want to learn how to sing and dance in Spanish, of which filled churches, auditoriums, parks, and family celebrations throughout Corpus Christi. Leo taught guitar, voice, and performance lessons to anyone who would embrace the life of music. In the last part of his life, I would routinely drive him through his old neighborhood and around campus so that he could see changes. Never once did he own that he had so much to do with so much change. Leo once advised me not to get busy in the trenches because it's hard to see the battle. According to Dr. Veda's work, Leo states, it doesn't matter what we do, just do something. If you like it, do something. But don't just sit there and point fingers. That's not doing. Remember, it was his generation that President Kennedy's message that resonated for public and community service. So on behalf of Dr. Carrillo's family, we would like to thank the great city of Corpus Christi and Texas A&M University for remembering Leo's commitment to equal higher education and his deep, deep love for Corpus Christi. But just as important as we, the community, loses leaders like Dr. Carrillo, I ask, as if Dr. Carrillo were standing beside me today, if not you, who, and if not now, when? Thank you. Stand up. Where's your shirt? Grab your shirt so you can just hold it up. Michael.
Who's here for this?
Our whole team.
Okay, well, they're working their way back to their seats. If you were part of the blue shirt brigade, if you'll come down. Yeah, Come on. All right, well, some of you may have seen on the news over the weekend, there was a large gathering of folks down at the Corpus Christi Hooks Whataburger Field for a good dose of healthy exercise, and that was walking on Saturday morning. I was shocked that many people got up that early on Saturday morning, to tell you the truth, but they got me over there. But anyway, the city of Corpus Christi had 45 registered in the Heart Walk. Councilman Hunter was the chairman or co-chairman of the Heart Walk, and would you say 2,500, 3,000 people were involved in that? How many? Ministerially speaking, there were multitudes, right? Yeah, multitudes were down there. But the city had 45, and we all had shirts on like this. That's what they've got. And we had challenged the county in this to get involved to promote good, healthy eating and working and exercising, and the city won. So it's important to hear, I think, from the mayor and the council that we've committed to changing our lives to have a healthy attitude, not only for our city staff but our community, and we would certainly want to do that. And more and more people are taking control of their health. I think we're finding out that all those good things are not necessarily good for, the good tasting things are not necessarily good for you. So anyway, we're trying to get people to pay attention to that and participate in community events like the Heart Walk and Sunday's Bridge Walk. We had city employees involved in both of them. We have additional activities coming up, events like the Mayor's Fitness Council, the Kite Festival in November, and more information to be coming on that. So we really want a good, healthy community. And if you need some additional exercise, I'm thinking about a plan. I want to talk to the city manager about it to make sure. What we may do if we're real short-handed is, get you to come over to one of our local parks and bring your lawnmower, and we'll help you push it around there. One, you can get exercise, and two, our parks will get mowed a little quicker. But anyway, we're here for healthy, and this is the trophy that they won. So let's give them a big hand for that, representing the city, and did a good job. Anybody want to tell about, Michael, you want to tell just 30 seconds about all the hard work you put on that?
Let me tell you, I got started a little late, so they really carried our team on their shoulders if they were able to finish before the county, because I was holding y'all back a little bit. But no, it was a great walk. There was lots of photo opportunities. They didn't have enough water for me just because I'm so thirsty, and I was dying out there. I was trying to beat my sister and everybody, but she's pretty quick on the track. But I just want to say thank you to everyone who participated. It is a great event. It is a great cause. We need to try to make this community a little bit healthier. I'm not necessarily the best example over here, but I will try to get better. But I just want to point out that it is very good to see this trophy back in the council chambers, because we were hoping to bring first place home between the county and us.
Well, good. Well, thank you very much. Congratulations. Did you get a picture, or have you already gotten a picture? We have photography. You got a professional photographer. Wait a minute here. I got to hold my shirt up. All right. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Yeah. Huh? Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, come on. Yeah. Yep, sure.